Hi, I'm Shannon, owner of Pahrump Early Learning Academy, where we are more than just childcare.
Hi, I'm Monique Mitchell with KPVM Television. My children attend Pella and they love it. The curriculum they have is pretty amazing, and my children learn what they need at their level.
Not only are the children learning, they're having fun, and that's what matters.
I like Pella. They help you with your homework, and it's fun.
Give us a call today to tour our facility at 751-5335.
News 46 is brought to you by Comfort Hospice Care, where we give our patients and their loved ones peace of mind, knowing we provide the highest quality of care 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For more information, call 751-0349. News is also brought to you by Smitty's Cards and Coins. Would you like to know what your collectibles are worth? Come by 2281 Postal Road, Unit 4, across from the post office.
Tonight on News 46, emergency crews respond to a two-vehicle accident. The community Christmas tree arrives and the seniors are on the go again. News 46 starts now.
You're watching KPVM News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Good evening. It's Tuesday, November 18th, 2014. I'm Deanna O'Donnell for News 46. A T-bone accident occurred this afternoon at Linda Street and Highway 372.
This accident report is brought to you by Half Price Lawyers, located on the corner of Mason and 160. Call 775-400-0000.
A two-vehicle accident occurred this afternoon on Linda and Highway 372. Pahrump Valley Farm Rescue, Nye County Sheriff's deputies, and Nevada Highway Patrol all arrived on scene to find two vehicles still in the roadway in what was a T-bone collision. Two ambulances were dispatched to the scene, and one occupant in both vehicles were transported to Desert View Hospital. Nevada Highway Patrol is investigating the cause of this accident. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
U.S. investigators are trying to determine whether any laws were broken by two American tourists who police say tried to ship preserved human body parts from Thailand to Las Vegas. Investigators are aware that Ryan McPherson and Daniel Tanner were questioned after Bangkok police confiscated the 3 packages labeled toys. They contained body parts including an infant's head, a baby's foot, and an adult heart. Bangkok police say McPherson told them he thought the items were bizarre and wanted to send them to friends back home. Charles Manson and his fiancée have gotten a marriage license. Manson intends to marry Afton Burton, who goes by the name of Star. Several years ago, she moved from Illinois to Corcoran, a small central California city that's home to Corcoran State Prison, where the 80-year-old convicted murderer has lived for the past 25 years. She talks to Manson almost every day by phone and visits him on most weekends. No date has been set for the wedding. The couple has 90 days to exercise the license without having to reapply. The prison limits physical contact. During visits, Starr and Manson can only hug each other at the beginning and the end. Because Manson is serving a life sentence, they won't be allowed to have conjugal visits even when they're married. An award has been presented to retired senior volunteer local representative Jan Lindsay.
It is dedicated to 501c3 organizations and people within the organizations that a board feels have done a good job in the past year.
You were just given this award?
Yes, I was.
Tell me a little bit about it.
The presentation was wonderful. It was held at Bally's down in Las Vegas. Kevin Janison was the MC. The lieutenant governor was there and presented each individual award to people. And we had a wonderful lunch, and a good time was had by all.
So this award, very prestigious, is given to you for all the work that you've done, not just for RSVP, but for all your volunteer work?
For RSVP, as a manager for RSVP in Pahrump.
Tell everybody what RSVP is.
Retired and Senior Volunteer Program, and we work to help seniors remain in their own homes as long as possible, and we assist them with wellness checks, transportation, respite for the caregiver, which is a big one, and we also have a homemaker program. That is handled by independent contractors, but they are also volunteers, so they've had a wonderful background check.
So you were contacted for this award. Do you know who nominated you?
Yes, I do. It was the program manager up in Carson City, Chris Hughes, and Susan Haas, who is the CEO.
RSVP has been down here in Pahrump for quite a while now. People can volunteer for it. They can also ask for the services.
Yes.
And there's also some stipend for people who drive.
Yes, there's 40 cents a mile for the drivers, and there's a stipend for respite volunteers of $175 a month plus mileage. The independent contractors are paid separately, and they receive $9.60 an hour for their work.
So if people would like to find out more about RSVP, how can they do that?
They can call me at 775-751-5282.
Congratulations to Jan Lindsay. Well, there's a Christmas trip being planned. We'll tell you all about it after the break.
This portion of the news is brought to you by Inspiration Senior Living, where we provide affordable elegance to Pahrump area seniors. Give us a call at 751-2300 and make an appointment to tour our community.
Welcome back to News 46. The Senior Center has planned another trip for the holidays. They have a limited number of seats still available for the community.
Hey, we'd like to get an early start on our Christmas trip. Now, this is our annual, I believe it's our 5th annual Christmas trip to Laughlin, Nevada. Now, we'll be departing December 1st, returning on December 4th. We'll depart from Draft Picks. It's hard for me to remember that new name, but Draft Picks at 9:30 in the morning on December 1st. And we're going to head to Bullhead City, and we're going to have a luncheon over there. Then we're going to head into Laughlin. We'll be staying at the Edgewater, and we'll be staying over there for 3 days. Now, during your stay in Laughlin, you'll be entitled to 2 days of bingo, and there's a $10,000 prize available, and guess what? The bingo is free.
Wow.
Also included in your trip is a free buffet of your choice. You're going to be culinary donuts and coffee and donuts in the morning. And anyhow, you will be departing December 4th. We'll arrive back. And now, once we leave Laughlin, we will be headed to Samstown. Now, we're going to have a great time at Samstown. We're going to be visiting their beautiful Christmas displays down there, the majestic park. And then we'll be heading up to the Fashion Boulevard Mall in Las Vegas. And then we'll head to Pahrump. We'll be returning about 6:30, 7:30 on December 4th.
How much does this trip cost?
Okay, single occupancy is $90, and that's for the 4 days. And that includes your transportation, your room, and the extra goodies that I just mentioned to you. And $120 per couple. Okay?
That's a good deal.
Yes, most definitely. It averages out about $24 a day. No, I don't think you can beat that anywhere. So.
Is this for seniors only?
No, as long as you're 21 years of age or older, and I'm glad you asked that. It's a good question. Just 21 and older, jump on board. And I have about 20 seats left. So if you're interested, come on down to the Senior Center or give me a call at 751-6860.
And the community Christmas tree is being erected at a new location this year.
The community Christmas tree has arrived. This year, it will be in the Pahrump Nugget parking lot. The tree, which is artificial for the first time, was purchased with the help of the community. In 2011, Karen Jackson from K9 Radio decided that a community Christmas tree would help bring up the spirits of our town. This now is the 4th year that we've been having a community Christmas tree. The others were approximately $4,000 each and were living trees. Jackson decided that with the help of the Pahrump Nugget, Fraser Furniture, and private donations around town, that they could afford the $17,000 tree, which has a 30-year warranty. Crews have been in the Pahrump Nugget parking lot to construct the tree, which came in its own storage container. The tree already has lights installed. There will be a tree decorating party held November 29th at 10 a.m. and the annual tree lighting that evening at 6 p.m. This is Deanna O'Donnell for News 46.
The Tribe Motorcycle Club and Oasis Outreach are holding their annual toy drive. We caught up with Ralph Pillman, or better known as Redman.
We're going to start early this year. There's a lot of other entities that are doing it, so we want to make sure that we have enough to cover the run. which we do even after Christmas.
Tell me about what the run is.
Well, basically the run's for the needy kids in the valley, and we bring them turkeys, potatoes, toys, and love.
Is there going to be places to drop off any of these necessities?
We have it at Valley Electric. We have it down by Sullivan's, that little restaurant right there. We have it in some of the bars and stuff in town here. And Phantom Fireworks is also just a lot of the local town places. They all they let us put boxes in there. So
you also have bikes that are also donated.
Yes, yeah, they donate bicycles to the kids every year, and they also donate toys down there at J. Mar's Bike Shop. But yeah, they get a lot of bikes every year.
How many families have you been providing gifts and Christmas meals for?
the average is 45 on the run itself, and then maybe 15 or 16 after the run. I've run all the way up to Christmas Eve.
What kind of items are you looking for?
Just from 2 to 16 or 18. We go all the way up to that. And we take, Valley Electric gives us contributions, Saïda Trudeau gives us contributions, just all the local businesses contribute, and that also helps out because we can go buy the things to fit the child's needs.
What's the deadline for dropping off these gifts?
That'll be, it can be right up till December the 13th. The 14th this year, we're going to do it a little early so that I can continue to do it after the run itself. Last year we ran pretty tight, so.
So if people want to drop off gifts, can they do it at the Oasis outreach too as well?
Absolutely. They can bring it to the Oasis. They can bring it to any of the firework places. They can bring it down to the Biggs place, and just wherever they see a box. And a lot of the people in the town that have businesses and stuff donate bicycles and stuff and money and stuff. We've been doing it about 20 years now, I think, haven't we? Right around there.
So lots of fun. You go on the bike run every year, Tim?
Every year. Plus they have, we have donation jars out through the stores in this valley that they can donate. They can donate dollars if they don't want to bring a toy.
So that you guys can go shopping.
Absolutely. Right. Joanne does all the shopping because I'm not a very good shopper. I just carry the stuff out. So, and it's a lot of fun, and we enjoy it, and the kids enjoy it, but we get just as much a thrill out of it as anybody else does.
More local news after the break.
Today's news is brought to you in part by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444.
The Bureau of Land Management has concluded a wild horse gather near Ely. The BLM gathered and removed 117 wild horses that were a safety concern on U.S. Highway 93 and damaging private property. They left approximately 1,650 horses in the area. The 117 wild horses removed from the range were transported to the National Wild Horse and Burro Center in Palomino Valley in Reno to be prepared for the BLM's adoption program. Unadopted wild horses will be placed in long-term pastures where they will be humanely cared for and retain their wild status and protection under the 1971 Wild Free Roaming Horses and Burros Act. The BLM does not sell or send any wild horses to slaughter. And in a related story, the Bureau of Land Management is announcing a call for public nominations over a 30-day period to fill 3 positions at its National Wild Horse and Burro Advisory Board. To be considered for appointment, nominations must be submitted via email or fax by December 18th of this year. Nominations are for a term of 3 years and are needed to represent the following categories of interest: wild horse and burro advocacy, veteran medicine, equine science, and public interest with a special knowledge of protection of wild horses and burros, management of wildlife, animal husbandry, or natural resource management. For more information, you can give them a call, 202-912-7263. That's 202-912-7263. Well, it's hard to believe that the holidays are almost here. Here's Noah Began to talk about being oven ready for the holidays.
Thanksgiving is quickly approaching, and you may be preparing your home for family and friends. You're cleaning and decorating and going over grocery lists and meal plans. But don't overlook one very important element that could cause a Turkey Day disaster. And today's Angie's List report: is your oven ready for the holiday rush?
I went to a call 3 or 4 years ago where the turkey was actually locked in the oven.
Appliance repair expert Dustin Wielden knows oven problems can be a recipe for disaster, but he says they can be easily avoided.
You don't have to overthink cleaning your oven. The more you do it on a regular basis, the less you have to do right before the holidays.
If your oven has dials or switches, don't spray cleaning fluid or water around them. Remove the knobs and soak them in the sink. And be sure to use caution when using the self-clean cycle.
If you haven't used the self-clean on your oven in 5 years, probably not. If you do regular upkeep and servicing the oven using the self-clean every couple of months, then you'll probably be okay.
If you don't use your oven regularly, now is the time to test it.
Find something that maybe isn't a turkey, but does have an extended bake time, and see how close you are on the recommended time that it's supposed to be in there to see where you're at.
One part of oven maintenance that people often overlook is checking to make sure that their door seals tightly, because if it doesn't, your oven's not going to be able to keep its correct temperature. If you find that your door isn't sealing tight, it's probably bent hinges or broken springs, and those are easily repaired.
While many repair companies do offer emergency services on holidays, be prepared to pay top dollar. As for the turkey that was locked in the oven, Wielden was able to free it.
But it's always good to come in there and be able to save somebody's holiday for them.
Angie's List says while it may help keep it clean, you should avoid using aluminum foil under the bake element in your oven. Foil is very reflective and can alter the temperature of your oven. As a result, you can overcook or undercook food. I'm Noah Began for News 46.
Thanks so much, Noah. When we come back from this break, we'll have Noah back here to tell you about your weather.
News 46 weather is brought to you by your local dairy farmers. Dairy products are very important in maintaining a healthy body.
Hello and welcome back to News 46. Today is Tuesday, November 18th. Today we had mostly sunny skies with a high of 64 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is a whole 1 degree above that at 65 degrees. Winds were coming from the southeast today at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour. The UV index today was 2, which is low. Humidity was at 15% today. Sunrise was at 6:24 this morning, and the record high in 1949 was 79 degrees. Well, tonight we'll have partly cloudy skies with a low of 39 degrees. Your average temperature at this time of year is 45 degrees. So we'll be having lower temperatures than as usual, but that's all right. Winds will be coming from the east-northeast at 2 miles per hour with gusts up to 5 miles per hour, so our winds will be calming down just a little bit. Humidity will be at 23% this evening. Sunset will be at 4:34 p.m., and the record low in 1958 was 23 degrees. Tomorrow we'll have partly cloudy skies with a high of 67 degrees and a low of 37 degrees. Winds will be coming from the south-southwest at 5 miles per hour with gusts up to 8 miles per hour. Humidity will be at 13%. Sunrise will be at 6:25 tomorrow morning, and the UV index will be 3, which is moderate. For our 7-day forecast, we'll start off with partly cloudy skies. That'll be pretty constant until around Sunday. The clouds will be clearing up. We'll have nice sunny skies early next week. Your high temperatures will be starting off in the high 60s. They'll be dropping down into the low 60s around next Monday. And then your low temperatures will be starting off in the high 30s, dropping down into the mid 30s early next week. So be looking out for that.
Thanks so much, Noah. There will be a community potluck dinner this Thursday night from 6 until 8 p.m. at the Bob Roode Community Center on the corner of Basin Avenue and Highway 160. Bring your favorite dish and have some fun with our friends and neighbors. Once again, that's this Thursday night, 6 to 8 p.m. at the Bob Roode Community Center. And the Great Smokeout is this Thursday, and Relay for Life volunteers will be partnering with Nye Communities Coalition to hand out quick kits at Desert View Hospital from 1 until 4 p.m. That's Thursday from 1 until 4, and they are free to the public. And that's going to do it for this edition of News 46. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from everyone up here at KPVM-TV, and of course saying hi to everybody out there on 95.9 KACE Country Radio. We'll see you back here tomorrow night.